I literally saw you kicked off of a planet into the galaxy, and there was 2 that reached out to you, and
2 planets that reached out to me after I was kicked off?
Yes.
But wait a minute, go backwards for a second. So it was a metal planet that kicked me off?
I think, yes, but that's not where you even started. You started
but you're
from the
describing
ocean.
it a metal and an eye or something, like a 2 slit or something?
Yes. Like a slit right down the middle. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes. Well, I know of a double slit experiment, and I've always felt harmonized with elements like that, like, you know, steampunk elements, brass, and I know crystals and rocks and all kinds of attachments like that. So that is fascinating. So there's 2 planets that approached me after they kicked me out into the galaxy.
Yes. And you were young. Like, you were young when it happened.
How young?
Like, little. Like, still young. Still pretty young.
What's young? Like 6?
Like,
or like 6,000 years old?
No, like, probably the age that you are now. But, like, to me, that's not, like, little kid, but that's, like, young to be, like, being sent on these huge missions.
Yeah.
And have all this responsibility. And they're like, okay, we gave her a shot, and nope, she's not doing it our way. This is what she thinks. So they kicked me
out, so that's why now it's so hard for me. It's another transition. So who's the 2 planets? Earth and who else?
It isn't Earth. That's just it. It wasn't Earth.
So why the fuck am I here?
I'm going to tell you. So how I saw it. I haven't got that
far.
You haven't let me finish. I'm, like, doing this as we're talking. So there was an energy. They were really close together, and they felt like feminine energy.
Venus?
Planets. I don't know my planets. One was
Venus and Jupiter.
One had almost like a brownish colored being, and the other one was the white being. And
Neptune?
The white one wants to catch you, coddle you, take you back. And the brown one, it literally reached up from the sky while you were laying here and it's like it laid a hand on your back. And I was going to ask you if you had felt anything on your back a few minutes ago before we started recording.
I always feel stuff on my back.
And it's like, I don't know if it's like, no, here, and that's how you got sent to here. And the white one, remember I said earlier tonight?
The white one's home?
The white ones wants to come and take you back up there. I actually think Atlantis is the original, your original starting place.
I hear that all the time from different readers.
And then, but what ends up happening is you go from here and you're sent out to do your purpose, and you do your purpose, but then you don't go at the other planet, you don't do that stop or that level. They're like, nope, send her out. And then you got 2 more that caught you, and the white one wants to catch you, and the brown one says, nope, she's here. And brown, I think because the brown one, almost the arm turns into a tree, I think that's the Earth connection right there. That's how you got sent to Earth like this.
It's like a little, like, safe fortress temporarily or something?
Like, nope, she needs to be here. She's supposed to be here now. It's almost like, but the white-colored planet or beings that I'm connecting with that want to coddle you and take you home, like, show me you also looking like them. And I'm not sure if that's why it wants to, like, take you back up there so much.
That's how I've always felt connected. Like, I need to go home. I would say to Nibiru, just get me out of here. Just not really attached to the physical and constantly just wanting to be in the spiritual and go to my dreams.
And I'm actually told after this, when the people that cross over and transition and do where they're supposed, go where they're supposed to be going, it's going to be like, it almost looks like Wizard of Oz beautiful, when she gets to the poppy field and all that. Except it's more than poppies. It's like all these like flowers and like cartoon looking mushrooms like on Willy Wonka.
It's fucking Wizard of the Hood.
Yeah, I mean I think it's just the representation that it's going to be a very positive experience afterwards when you return. Because she has you in her arms, and then she places you and it's almost like it opens up, like it's like dark on the sides and it opens up and it's gorgeous inside.
It's like a hidden fortress.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's fear felt. Like an invasion or a way that someone would break into the cove. like the darkness outside appearance draws in more darkness. Or like even giving attention to it one bit recharges it and gives it more power, even if you're scared of it.
Yep. Yep. That's why I said I can't live fear-based here anymore. I see all this stuff going on at night. I know. But I'm not going to let it change who I am and rule me. It is scary, though.
So I'm supposed to keep inviting?
I'm asking kind of right now, like, so it showed me all this, how you originated and where you came to and how you got here and where you're called to go afterwards. But my question is because you have such a difficult time, if they can give me some guidance to give you to understand what your purpose is here. Does that make sense?
Yes. Will they give me any answers?
Oh, I just got it. I had to think of something for a minute. You just got kicked out of everywhere because you came out of the ground, so you are water. There's your water. You went to the metallic, almost like alien planet way up high. That's air, because it was all by itself. So it's just floating around in midair by itself. So you're water, air, and then the white wanted to catch you, but the brown said earth first. Then there's your earth, and the white is your fire. But it's odd to me. Oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense to me, Trina, because I'm going to tell you what. When I was just with Elise the other day, and I was reading her and telling her about this alien being bringing these people home, bringing them here, there was like this torch. There was this torch in the middle of it, and it had fire in it, but then the fire got solid, like a sunball in there. And that's your sun. That's why she's sun. That white being is a sun energy.
Wow. That would
So we
explain
got all
why
four
I wake
elements,
up.
all sun, air. Like
I've been waking
the
up
air.
every single day as soon as the sun rises. As soon as the sun's in the air. As soon as it's there. 4 o'clock or whatever the fuck's going on.
And that's not normal for you?
No.
So it's
killing me.
To me,
it's
that's
draining me.
To me, that's a trigger. It's a sign that things.
And I can't go to sleep till the sun's fully gone.
I just told you that
I
there's
don't know
going to be a
what's
big
going on.
shift. Things are in motion. Everything's in motion.
Oh, I can't go to sleep yet. Sometimes I'll go to bed like 3 o'clock. And then I'll wake up at 6 again. Like, so you got a very small window of like godly hour, whatever the fuck. My soul's just restless. And like my dreams aren't giving me as much information as they used to. I'm closing down.
I'm told the reason that you got slammed down on Earth, all I'm seeing is like you hit like Mother Earth and like this tree. This planet is literally like this giant tree arm pushing you down. And it's showing me green energy going to you from the earth. When's the last time you've really like connected, like feet in the grass, connecting with earth like this? Like this is where you're supposed to be tonight. This is your earth purpose right here. I think that's what it's saying.
I keep getting attacked by all the bugs though.
Right now?
No, like when I was out there earlier. Every time I am outside, that's why I've been avoiding it. I keep getting attacked. Blood sucked. Literally.
Well, that's why this is nice with the screen.
Yeah. Safe place. But yeah, I love this. I love this. I would be on a rooftop or just any type of thing like this. Especially exactly like this. Like we're doing right now. I wouldn't want it anyway, other way. Like, I told you I would live in a freaking treehouse in the rainforest. Just gladly. Away from everything in the middle of nowhere.
Well, because think about it, that mother tree, that planet up there is like a tree. She puts her hand on your back. That is why you want to live in a treehouse. That makes sense. This planet is like mother to you. It's like you have two mothers. Well, you actually have landed on each element. So you have all.
Yeah. So that would explain why I'm all over the place.
Yeah, oh yes, that explains. Yep, that explains why you are here, 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 here.
I've been everywhere. But now my soul is restless. I feel like 1,000 years old. I'm just like worn down. It's like I understand that food and all this stuff just means nothing, and still we just keep wasting our time and our energy and our physical body.
Yep.
And it's just draining. Everything that's on there is just like purposely draining us.
I think that's why this place right here, where this saves me. If I was like facing that way or something, I'd be like, it would never be like that.
Yeah. He also made this happen. This sacred space.
I want to know what light's messing with my pyramid tonight. Top of my pyramid's gone. I can only see the point, but there's white going through it. I'm told 14, 15, and 16. I don't know what happened at 14, 15, and 16, or 3, or if I'm supposed to add those numbers, but try to remember those
I shaved my
numbers.
head around that time period, and that's when I got into wrestling and a lot of other things that were happening around that age.
That young?
Yeah. I dropped out of school and stuff. I was very self-destructive, to say the very least. Those are around my parents, like, divorced, too.
Yep, because I was just showing your mom. I'm like, what's going on? I'm trying to go, like, what's going on? What am I being shown? I'm being shown that, shit. I just lost it. What
yeah,
I just
it's like we're being swiped off. It's like a family curse or something. No, maybe I'm just being cynical.
No, it was just I was supposed to talk about that time frame, and it totally was like, oh, that lesson, I let it slip. Shit. Why was I taken to that spot? I wonder if there's a section of your life during that time that you forgot. Oh, it was, they were telling me like you can't do anything about that. You can't do anything about what happened during that time. And it's not even giving you like a please, like release it, let it go, anything like that. Or it's not a fluffy message. Like you are being told, you can't do anything. You like scolded. You can't do anything about that time. But you have to learn. Like you have to learn. It's like this energy that's coming through right now makes me feel like it was the original planet that kicked you out, the one that you went up to.
It feels like the whole world is ruled by that.
That influenced you at that time, or you must have had a connection with it or something like that at that time, and it was like. And it keeps telling me you think you're reptilian, but you're not. You think you're reptilian, but you're not. He's like yelling at you. And I want to know what he means. And I'm seeing Hitler. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to give
like
that
he's
to
trying
you.
to get me to forget where I came from?
Yeah, maybe. Is that what Hitler would do to people?
I have no fucking idea. He's trying to wipe my identity, I guess. Yeah, think about it. Burn and brand the Jews? I have no clue. My grandpa was Jewish. Like what? I'm Palladian?
You are. No, you're like you.
I am. Like he doesn't want it to be true.
Yeah,
he's trying to brainwash me and wipe me of my history.
Like and that is true, because if you think about it, that is not where you started. Where I started the journey with you. Who knows where you came from before that? I'm only shown this much of it. Can you imagine what is left to be seen?
Was that only as deep as I let you?
I don't know. I think I'm just like, I can tell you where you shot out from about the age of about, what did I say, 4 to 6? I can tell you that. I'm having trouble going back further than that. It's like you'd go here and you'd probably die, but you really didn't die. You just spread out, and then you went there, and then you had a whole bunch of, you like, it was almost like you were this embryo. It's almost like you're this freaking embryo, and there's a ton of freaking Trinas everywhere. Because remember I said when you got shot
Yeah,
up,
yeah, wait.
you broke
Yeah, we should
apart
go
like
back
these
to that.
water things.
Yeah, what was that again? Like something to do with yellow and...
It was, I see, it's almost like Egyptian guy or...
And I come out of the bottom of the ocean, he said.
Yup, it's like this tribal, either Egyptian or Indian, not like Native American
Like
Indian.
Hawaiian, like you were talking about before?
I know this, well, he's standing like on a little hump in, I don't know, my guys,
Poseidon?
just let me say it out loud. It is not Poseidon.
Enki.
No, it's like something weird, like dark skinned, sort of something weird, tribal guy. Coming out, doing something, and then you shoot out of it's like this little capsule opens up in the water and you shoot up, and it's almost like you hit the rooftop of it or a dome, and you're in this, as you're shooting up, you're in this little yellow dress with the white tights and the white shoes and the white belt, and you hit the rooftop, and then you break into these water particles, and each water particle it's and they're yellow just like your dress was. And then the rain starts to come down, and you turn into like little Trinas that some stay in the ocean and some get washed up on, like, all over the place, all on the shorelines, spread out everywhere. Probably different countries or wherever the ocean touches. Like, you became part of that, and that was you spreading out everywhere. And that's when I got the Hawaiian girl, and I kept, what's interesting to me is I keep seeing the Hawaiian girl telling me that I am Hawaii, and then I can also see her laying locked in an Egyptian pyramid.
But by her choice?
No, not by her choice. Like, she was put there. Like, again, like, you were supposed to do this, you're going here, or it's the end of your journey here, so this is where you remain for the rest of your journey. Or either that, or you're endowed to somebody, like you're supposed to be caring for somebody and you're not. But I don't know any Hawaiian legends, so something for you might be to see what kind of afterlife Hawaiian legends are. That might be a key to, that makes sense to you.
Yeah. I have a lot of homework to do. I might have a book that can give me some information, but... You're saying you saw flowers on my wrist or something?
At the time of that, you had, like, when you said, I am Hawaii, it was like the girl said, I am Hawaii. And there was, like, like how the Hawaiians wear, like, the
But the girl's supposed to be
bands.
me? Or she's a spirit guide?
You know what? I am Hawaii. But it's like, I wonder if she's a spirit guide for you. I wonder if that's what it is. It's not you. I wonder.
Because I keep wanting to go to Hawaii, and I learned that the heart chakra of the earth is there. And I always felt like that I would have like a lot of heart healing if I would just go there for a week or something.
That's what I see. And remember,
so you think Hawaii's calling me?
I think
something like that.
I think it has. If this is a spirit guide from Hawaii, I think it is in your past somewhere, which would make sense too, being that you come from the water. So there's a water land, like water island
water
connection. Yeah.
And I always want to live and be somewhere by the water. Water's home. I feel safest underwater. Happiest. Full.
But then that also leads you to the guy that booted you out.
Which is weird too, because he's terrified of the water. They're not water people at all.
They're not?
No, they hate the water. Isn't that weird?
That's weird that you know what I'm talking about, because I'm just giving you the information
I
it's
know.
showing me. And as long as you understand it. But yeah, that is weird.
But I don't fully understand it. I know I was meant to show them a different side of the spectrum. I feel like they need me. I feel like that all the time. And like I have to be the rescuer. And I'm the only person.
Somebody is just like, somebody's a plant, the air sign
they're
is
pissed.
really pissed at you. Really pissed at you.
Shit.
But I also don't think it's led the air planet. If there
The
is a
fucking
planet,
Nazis.
yeah, I was gonna say also, I don't think this is a planet that you should be at. So the fact that you were a rebel and got yourself kicked out was probably that it saved you.
Yeah.
It saved you.
Yeah.
So it's like a good place to get kicked out of.
Yeah, kind of like everything else.
And you got 2 mother planets that wanted to catch you. And then one said, nope, Earth. And now the other one wants to take you back. That's the white one is the one that wants to take you back.
But that's home. That's how that feels. That one's home.
And I can see that because
I just want to float back there.
I can see that because as I see them, to me, they are love. They are.
It's just like instantly
kind.
sweet comfort like that I can just completely fall into and it's completely safe. That's home.
Yeah.
That's where I go when I sleep.
So what
like
you need
home.
to be doing then is working with a lot of white light, breathing it in. Working.
There's a lot of yellow and browns and greens.
That makes sense to me too because that's what touches your back. Remember, I said the brown one touches your back and tells you
What's
you're
the
supposed
brown
to be.
one? The brown planet.
The brown planet touches your back, and it's like nope, Earth. So you've got brown on your back.
So it's being forced upon me.
It's well, but it's like
I'm being controlled.
No, not like that. Listen,
Like he's
it's
holding
like,
me down, holding me back.
No, listen. It's trying to show you something.
Show me what?
It's like it's up here in the sky and it's got its hand on your back and it's telling you, take the energy from the earth. Take the healing from the earth. I literally see green energy coming up to your body. So what this planet is trying to do is like, you know, when you're trying to body train something or something like that and you stick it there, it's like, no, here, do this. But not in a bad way. Like in a take care of yourself, get healthy way.
Yeah.
You always got to go to the dark place. And I think the only reason that there's a dark place for you is because of the planet that booted you. And you're pissed.
I'm so pissed.
You're pissed about it. And you're like...
I want to have a battle royal with them in the dark place.
And what's funny is I don't even think you want to be there. You don't even want to be there. You just don't want to be told you can't be.
Exactly.
Because...
Exactly.
Is that how you are in life?
Yeah, well, that's how it is with him, too. Fuck. So many attachments.
I think it's good. It just made me understand you and made me understand. So when it is your time to pass, like you don't have to worry about it. Your job here on this earth is you were sent here to take the earth's energy to try and heal yourself. All you've been talking about is food, and I don't understand. It's because you're not eating the right food, and you're supposed to start doing a lot of holistic stuff.
I know. I've known I was meant to be I was in school for psychiatry with holistics. I wanted to use food as medicine. And
Why did you not finish that? You would have been great at that.
I didn't finish. I was having a hard time with algebra and paying attention. I was too focused on having a relationship and kind of couldn't focus in school. I was called to other stuff. I got a really cool job. Full-time mermaid job. $150 an hour. Like 8 hours.
How much?
$150.
Like $150. Oh, $150 an hour. Nice.
Mermaid job. Constant work. But that was draining too. Like, it turned my job into no longer a hobby. It was work. And sometimes you feel like you're underselling yourself for all that we put into what we do.
Well, only you can choose the balance of it because it's you that has to set the boundaries.
I hate being a dick.
It's not being a dick. It's a boundary. It's a limit for you. You become the dick when somebody crosses the line. It's better to draw the line and tell them where it is.
Hey, it's my dick. Better stay over there or else you're going to see it. Ancestors. What about Earth ancestors? What about the earthly attachments? All the people that reach out to me on Earth all the time. I feel like I'm fuel for them. And yeah, like by connecting with Earth, and they're my fuel too.
I think what happens is everybody on Earth goes, oh, like, I think you were held down by the planet, said, here, heal for a while. When you got up, you had all this green on you. So, like, everybody was like, oh, give me, you know, I want some of that green. That's so good. That heals. And then it left you empty
They
again.
stripped me.
So, yes. So, it's like this, I think this pattern, or this thing you're supposed to do on Earth, it seems like a pattern for you. It's like, when you're empty, refill. When you're empty, refill. And you usually go to a dark place instead of a rejuvenating place.
Yeah. But why do I do that?
Because you haven't learned the lesson yet. You haven't learned
It's like
it yet.
I wait there idle for a job.
I told you the word I was going to use is a pattern, because I just see it over and over and over and over in my vision, you know, as that's why that's why even now she'll hold her hand down on your back, just like, here, take this again, fill up.
Yeah.
Take that energy. In partly too, I think that's where the reptilian connection comes for you, is when you get here as well, reincarnated, because you actually take in reptiles into you, like the little lizards that are out here.
Yeah, they're all drawn to me.
Yeah, it's like it goes up into you. So
It's like when the sun's out, I soak it
I
up.
have a question. Is reptilians supposed to be underground?
Yes.
Oh my!
They are.
Kidding me?
They're hiding underground.
It's not up in the space. That's why I couldn't find it for you up there. I was like, "Where's the damn reptilian?" Oh, she connects with lizards here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we're buried deep underground.
What? Oh
Under
my
the sands.
God. I was looking in the wrong place. I'm looking up here for reptilian, and it's not here.
No, reptiles aren't always in the trees
I don't know why I thought
or
it
in the
was
sky.
gonna be in the sky. I don't know why I always thought that. That's silly.
Yeah, you can do lots of
But it
homework on
makes-
reptilians
But
underground.
that makes sense. What? That's where the reptilian came in. The breeding. The generations of breeding until you became.
The embryo thing that you're talking
Mhm.
about?
Wow, that's really cool. Oh my God. That's why they left the spot today. When they had the labradorite out and they were having sex up there and you could see his cock. That was because you were here. It knew you were coming. That's crazy.
Well, I knew I had to come here.
And it's like, it was right here where all your stuff is right
Yeah.
now. That's crazy. And it's where you chose to lay tonight.
Well, that's where I'm basking. In the moonlight. Or the stars night.
In the spotlight of this boat light.
Yeah. As there's communications being held through the lights. And through the sounds and the frequencies.
Oh, yeah.
It's slightly nerve-wracking, though. It's like, almost feels like a competing force. Like, Star Wars is real. Like, the moon is exactly just like a big program just sharing back information. It's like emotionally controlling us.
I'm telling you, the pictures that Alexis got, doesn't even look real. Like, when it was glowing, I don't even know what the hell
Oh, I
that
know.
thing
Her
was.
photography is fantastic.
And then it was like a couple nights later, she took a picture of it. It was just like half the moon, and it freaking looked like a piece of metal.
Fascinating. I told you, it's hollow. There's a lot of information out there. It rang like a bell. Oh, there's all kinds of information out there. Sketch McGee, yo. Sketch McGee.
But that's your purpose here. It's like, it is to help heal. I truly believe, Trina, actually, you might be right. It is to help heal others.
But it's draining.
Because you're not doing the work to heal yourself. And you needed the answers tonight to understand why you were connected to all these freaking things. So you literally have the gifts of all of them. So instead of allowing them to overwhelm you, you should just be like, thank you, I've got this one. Thank you, I've got this one. Please don't show it to me now, I'm overwhelmed.
slow down.
Slow down for me. I'm overwhelmed. And do you say that to your guides out loud?
Never. I don't like to admit anything is wrong or that it's too much. Like, it's a lot of negative self-talk. Like, oh, why can't I keep up? Oh.
So because if you have this this information and this information and that information, this information and earth information and reptilian information,
Yeah, it's all
of
coming in
your
at the same
being,
time.
Yes, you need to tell them all, slow down. Slow down.
It's like they're all talking at the same time.
And when you can't handle it anymore, the one that holds you and coddles you is the white light. That's the one you connect with.
The sun.
The sun energy, yep.
It's interesting. The sun sign is ruled by the father of your zodiac. Like your Gemini traits you got from your father. Even though he's not a Gemini. I have a very tight connection with my father. The moon sign's from your mother. It's pretty fascinating. It feels like it's super duper late for me. Like I feel like I could knock out. Can you read people when they're asleep? I'm asking, like, can you? I think, like, honestly, I feel like I'm most vulnerable when I am asleep. Like people that are intuitives or whatever, like, and especially people that I allow in. Like even when I'm asleep, that I would let them in.
Because you're so relaxed, you're so open.
Yeah, so people can like super read me, and like it'll be that time when I'm asleep that people will channel and be like, hey, I'm picking this up and this for you, and like I have someone in Denmark who helps me out all the time. He's huge empath, picks up my signals all the time, especially when I'm asleep. But I have to like fully let go, and I want to say I have to let them in. I feel like I'm traveling in my mind and in time and in different dimensions all the time. Like I bounce in and out of places. Like for a moment I was just in my car as I was driving home. Like it was weird. And I'm like, I'm not even there yet. It's like I'm projecting.
Yep.
Projecting hardcore, and I project to other people, and I travel places all the time. And I can be like completely awake. Like I'm conscious. And I'm doing that. It's weird. It was so weird how I was just there. It was almost like a reassurance that I'd be there and that
You'll be home. It's like your little mini deja vu.
It was so many though, and it's something so simple. But it's funny though, because I was concerned about it. Like I worry about that all the time. Like, am I gonna be able to drive home safe, especially if it's nighttime? So I worry. So that just did. I dozed off, and it gave me some reassurance. Like, oh yeah, I'll be okay. I'll make it. That makes me think of Edgar Casey though, and that's why I'm so drawn to fucking Virginia, and I want to go there so bad. And I know I keep trying to drag you with me, but I feel like I almost be meant to go alone. Which might, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I travel, like, I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. I want to stop in Alabama, fucking, because I have some people that might want some of my pieces. That's where some of my pieces originated from. And I can bring them back there, and they probably can go back home, or I can list it.
Right.
I don't know. I gotta make some connections around the world, and I'm not afraid to travel. Like, I love traveling, and I love exploring. And I want people to really value the pieces I've invested in too. Like, so I'm not just gonna let it go to anybody that just like half-ass about it. Like, I really love my Michael Banks, like, but it might be best for me to just let go of the memories.
Yep.
And just have them in my mind. You know, I don't have to keep the stuff as
Take
a constant reminder.
Yep.
Yeah. But even then, I feel like I shouldn't have that kind of physical attachment. That's also why I just kind of want to just do something different for a while.
I was going to say, yeah, there's that part of you that's human, so you get attached. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Human, the part of me that's human.
The part of us that's human.
Saying I'm a mermaid? Atlantis,
It's weird. Because
I'm in the air and I'm
But what's weird is Atlantis, when I saw it, when the capsule opened up, it was almost like under the ocean. There's like another world under there that's even air.
I believe that. Mainly because if you think about it, there's animals that feed off of the toxic gases of the bottomless part of the ocean kind of thing. I don't know, just to fuel, to power.
Is Athena the goddess of like lightning? What does she have to do with lightning?
I couldn't tell you that. I have to do some homework.
I think that's why I see her in you, because she was telling me tonight is the night that you learned what you learned tonight. Remember the flashes of light out here? And I'm like, is that lightning? That's not lightning. That can't be lightning. But it was so bold. I think that was
Athena?
I think that was something, yeah, that her presence was here. That makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you.
What's that?
Just when I went back to your reading at the restaurant, and I was like, that makes sense to me why she was so in your face. Like, I thought it was you because it was so in your face. But it makes sense tonight to see it like that. To know that her energy was here when this was told to you. When we were talking about finishing the reading. I can also see you at some point in your life. You were a young boy on a pirate ship. Like, you didn't look like the rest of the pirates, even though you were really dirty. You had like blonde hair and blue eyes instead of like pirates having all the dark. You know, you kind of just looked like you, but in little boy male form.
Yeah. Sounds like me.
You see the little boy.
Peter Pan.
But do you see it? Because literally there's an owl coming up, and I don't know if you see it or you dream about it. Because the owl would be seen at the night, seen during the night. And I'm wondering if you dream about a little boy.
I can't remember any dreams about a little boy aside from the one that I had with you.
Makes sense. It's the same age as I saw you being shot up in the spread out, because you were about that age. So both connected to water at that time. Or at that same age. That makes sense why he's on the water. Why? Interesting. I'm trying to figure out the mermaid in you. And I can get as far as the pirate ship. And then I don't see a mermaid come up and get the boy. I see like this beautiful fish. They take the boy off the boat. And it's like, it almost like melts. And it's like the female and the male, the female fish and the little boy melt into each other. And it's like a, what develops out of that is, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know if that's how it's always been, because I don't think that's how it's always been. But I see like there's like an advanced DNA sort of connection, because it's like the mermaid fish sort of thing kind of connects with the boy. So I don't think they've always looked like half woman, half fish. I think they've looked like feminine fish. It's weird to say. Until they evolved into basically mating with a human or combining with a human. It's so weird to say that. And I think that's your mermaid connection.